So I'm here with Catherine Chen-Fliege, correct?
Very good.
And Catherine is the ESPSIG Scholarship winner for the conference here in Winterthur. So Catherine, welcome. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you
for
very
winning
much.
the scholarship. So can you just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, where you work, etc.?
So my name is Catherine, and I work in Germany at THM, or Technische Hochschule Mittelhessen in Gießen, to be precise. And my job involves developing curricula and also delivering a lot of seminars. Usually I'm supposed to deliver 24 hours of classes every week, which can be a little bit heavy. Nevertheless, it does not deter me from doing other things, such as submitting a proposal for this conference and applying for the scholarship.
So these classes are ESP, you
Yes.
teach ESP to who are your students?
So the ESP classes that I'm currently involved in includes English for computing, English for life sciences, technical English, and this one is kind of not really ESP because there's a separate category for it, which is business English.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have given your presentation or your workshop this morning, which was very, very interesting, and you had a very good audience there. Could you just tell us for the camera what your focus was? What did you talk about?
So my main focus was actually to go back to the basics and to remember that at the end of the day we are teaching people, and in spite of the fact that we have a lot of technology at our disposal, that we should not forget the key concepts of good pedagogy and getting the message across to our students, because a lot can be buried under all of this technology, and maybe sometimes too much can be not that good, in the sense that the learning effect might be compromised actually.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day we have to look back into the psychology of how a student learns and what we can do to really increase that learning effect through understanding their backgrounds and their psychology and how we adapt to fit into those bits and pieces. So that was really the fundamental idea of that, and I used a course that I developed this past summer semester to demonstrate this.
Because you talked a lot about motivation, didn't you, in your workshop?
Yes, I certainly did. Because for me, I noticed that once a person, irregardless of age, sex, religion, whatsoever, status and background, once they're motivated, things just run, they just work. And I've seen that in so many batches of students coming in and out, and that is why it intrigues me very deeply. How can I explore this and tune it up such that I can deliver even better classes and make them motivated? And for me, delivering lifelong lessons is of primary importance, because we talk so much about communication, but so much of it is also coming back to values, about motivation, about personality. So sometimes I think all of these things, we have to look at it in a very holistic way, and rather than kind of saying, okay, these are the methods, and just use this formula and there we go, because when we do things like that, we are treating things just on a superficial level, and we're not really understanding the person themselves. And hence I focus so much on this theme earlier this morning.
So this is the IATEFL ESPSIG TSIG joint conference. What is your role in IATEFL? I mean, are you part of IATEFL? Because you applied obviously to give a presentation here.
Yes. I'm a member of IATEFL, and I found IATEFL some years back. I would say probably about 6 to 7 years ago.
Okay.
Probably 6. And I find it really interesting because it's really the place where you can connect and get to know more about other practitioners in the field.
Mhm.
And to some extent, I think having researchers in the field is also very important.
Absolutely.
Because, for example, if you're teaching 24 hours a week, you don't have the time to do too much of a research, really. So you will need to rely on some other fellow colleagues who are able to deliver
Mhm.
those bits and pieces of missing information, such that you can kind of just double check if you're doing things all right or not, or if not, you can have a dialogue. And I find it a wonderful way to get to know other people and really to see whether we are all on the right track.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's this perfect opportunity for networking and
Yeah.
just meeting fellow colleagues.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. From all over the world as
Absolutely,
well.
sure.
Because this year when I was in Brighton for the Winterthur conference, I met some colleagues
Mhm.
from Latin America, such as Brazil, and of course they have a very different perspective and other challenges compared to myself working in Germany.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
I find that to be very, very interesting, because I do also have a few other students from Latin America, and somehow it will help you to connect the dots, and somehow you can also consult them to see what are some of the
Absolutely,
different
sure.
things that we can do or we can adapt to make our classes more inclusive for
Mhm.
everybody. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. So that's Catherine, our scholarship winner for this wonderful conference in Winterthur. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And again, congratulations for winning the scholarship.